Hello, friends, families, faculty, and class of 2023. I am Denise, Galicia, the Secretary of Vineyard's Associated Student Body and a graduating student. It feels amazing to be standing here in front of everyone representing Vineyard's class of 2023. First things first, congratulations to every single one of you. It's crazy how far we have all come and how fast graduating snuck up on us. Some think going to Vineyard is easier because it is independent, but in order to be successful here, you need self-discipline, which is one of the hardest things you can do. This school has taught us how to be responsible and grow as an individual. Before I started attending Vineyard in 7th grade, I was a shy little girl who was still dealing with the trauma of getting bullied in middle school. I was so scared to approach anyone, to be myself, to make new friends in fear of them turning on me and bullying me. While in comprehensive school, I did not care about my grades, school, or myself. I never thought I would make it to graduation. If I could, I would give my former self the biggest hug ever and just tell her that I promise it will get better. I do have the strength to push through, and I eventually will find a space where I am content with myself and my mental health. I myself can see how much I have grown since. If I told 7th grade me I would be doing a speech at graduation, she would laugh at me and think I was pulling some sort of sick joke on her. But here I am now. Speaking in front of a big crowd, making new friends, and not afraid to be myself. I am sure many of you can relate. I notice with many students going here, it is one of the top reasons why they started attending Vineyard. It shows how Vineyard is a comfortable space and safe space where students can learn and grow comfortably. When I started going here, I started getting the support I needed and the shove I most definitely needed. I started bettering myself and my future. There were still those hard days, but I did not let that get the best of me, especially with help and support of my teachers. With Mrs. Holloway telling me she will beat me with wet noodles, Mrs. Hout growling at me, or Miss Berticelli bursting out into song, I probably would not be standing on this podium right now. But seriously, these teachers have encouraged me, pushed me, and have cared for me when they did not need to, so thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Holloway, for being there for me and understanding where I was coming from. I have adopted you as my grandma because of how much you have done for me and cared for me. You never pushed me when you knew I couldn't handle it. You told me to take it easy and take care of my mental health first. Thank you, Mrs. Howitt, for pushing me to be a better student and build confidence within myself. She helped me achieve a scholarship at Las Positas that covers everything. She would spend her lunches helping me write, or spend her lunches with ASB coming up with ways to better our school. And thank you, Miss Berticelli, or Miss Bert Forever, as I like to call her. You can just tell she genuinely cares about all her students and wants all of them to have a good education. She lights up any room she walks into and is so approachable and easy to talk to. Don't let her random bursts into song scare you though. And thank you to my mom, brother, and sister-in-law for continuing to support me through this journey. I could not have done any of this without the love of my family. To my best friend Paige, thank you so much for always being there for me, seeing me at my worst, picking me up late at night just so we can be in the presence of each other, and for always letting me know you will always be there for me no matter what. And lastly, to my boyfriend Hayden, you showed me how beautiful it can be to love, cared for me, loved me when I felt like I was incapable of being loved, and pushed me to do my best and not procrastinate in school. I realize how lucky I am to have so many people in my life that love me and support me unconditionally. Not everyone gets the privilege to know these people like I know them. I know we're all stressed about going to college or finding a good paying job, growing up. This is a comfort space that we've all gotten to know all too well. We've become accustomed to our Vineyard routines. Wherever you may be going or however you may be feeling, just do not forget to tell yourself to take a minute, to stop and breathe, and tell yourself that it will be okay. Appreciate the sunsets a little more, appreciate the air you breathe, and appreciate the memories. Because very soon, when we are told to move our tassels to the left and we hear congratulations, class of 2023, this will all be a memory, some pictures, some videos, and will be told as a story. I used to love last days of school, watching as the parking lots become empty and watching everyone go their separate ways. It never made me sad because I knew that everybody would be back at the same place, same time in August. It was comfortable. But now I'm 18, enjoying my last prom I will ever be able to attend, soaking in the format of the same classroom I've been going to for the past 4 years, and saying my goodbyes. Now these are my last few hours of being a high schooler, and I won't be back in August this time. Congratulations, class of 2023, we finally did it.